There's been some news recently around firms kind of taking their technologies that they've built for one market sector and applying it to another market sector. One piece came from Getco the other day around some of the stuff they've done in the HFT world. Another one from NYSE Technologies and the cloud. And that's kind of a way that firms are using their technology in other applications, and we're going to talk about that today. Joining me today is Mark Casey, President and CEO of CFN Services. Mark, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Greg. Good to be here.
So again, with this news like the Getco and the NYC Technologies, it kind of speaks to a broader trend that we're seeing of companies sort of building applications for one market sector, but then kind of using that, understanding that technology for another market sector. Can you tell me a little bit, your perspective, kind of you're in that space, and what you think of kind of that trend that we're seeing?
Yeah, we see, I think, a lot of quantitative hedge funds, for example, moving to higher frequency trading. Quantitative traders that are trading in an automated environment, looking for alpha, looking to compete against other quantitative hedge funds with similar models. Right. So they're not trying to compete against the large, top-end HFTs. They're just competing against other firms in their space, and they're looking to accelerate their strategy, whether that's accelerating delivery of market data or accelerating trade execution. Okay.
And so where does CFN Services fit in? Now, you guys are kind of, again, sort of have created, platforms for one segment, but you've got some releases around kind of expanding that out and addressing a different market sector.
Yeah, I mean, very similar to the companies you just talked about, Getco and NYC Technologies. We have spent the last number of years building very high performance networks, custom networks for very low latency market data delivery for some of the most sophisticated global high frequency traders. We're taking that platform now, we've launched that as Alpha, the Alpha platform, and we're bringing that to a new segment of the market. So we're taking the technologies and the infrastructure that we've built for the very high-end global market makers and moving that into a much broader space with a different economic profile.
Okay, and those firms that you're targeting now, I mean, what's their, so they're looking to expand, their offering or their search for alpha, and they're going to be able to use your services? Is that what?
Yeah, the types of firms that we see coming in today are, again, quantitative automated traders that are moving, for example, from end-of-day trading to intraday trading. Okay. They want to speed up. They're moving to higher frequency, not what we traditionally consider high-frequency trading. Right. And they're looking for support around that. If you look at our traditional base of high-frequency trading customers, those customers build the entire application stack themselves. We provide custom infrastructure for delivery of that application stack. And so now what we're doing is we're going out to the segment of the market that actually builds third-party applications around trading, right? Ticker plants, order execution management systems, those types of pieces in the trading stack, and embedding those into this Alpha platform such that somebody doesn't have to have an incredible amount of technical expertise, nor boatloads of money to be able to sort of proximity host and manage market data and trade execution in a very distributed environment, across an asset class, across multiple asset classes or around the world.
And it's customizable, right?
It is absolutely customizable.
Yeah. So a firm can then, if I'm a fund manager and I'm looking to expand, either in an asset class or maybe it's a different type of trading, then I can apply your technology and do that quicker at a lower cost.
Right. It's a very accelerated way to go to market. It's a way to test markets without making a big investment. Right. We see a lot of interest, for example, in the BMF Bovespa in South America. Right. Companies don't want to go and sort of deal with taking down space, finding private line connectivity to sort of get up and running in an automated environment. From the flip side, maybe the brokerage relationship they have today doesn't have the infrastructure that they're looking for to move to that higher frequency trading. And so using a platform like Alpha, they can go in and test a market. They can go in and they can back test, and then they can sort of forward test. Right. And then if all that works out, they can go live with a very low risk profile, low point of economic entry. Okay.
So it's more than simply multi-asset class, it's across geographies as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So my final question, Mark, is what's the main takeaway here? I mean, obviously, you kind of talked about it, sort of that lower cost way of accessing new markets, new asset classes, and sort of expanding your offering as a money manager, as a trader, what have you. I mean, is that kind of the key message here for you guys?
I think if you look at what we've announced here around SIFMA, it is a number of relationships, which are really just the beginning of relationships around the Alpha platform. Right?
Okay.
We've announced relationships around market data with 6 Telecurs, with Exigy around Ticker Plant. We're embedding those technologies. Now, 6 Telecurs, which is traditionally consolidated feed company, you can now, if you're a 6 Telecurs customer, using the MDF Stream product, you can now move that into a direct market access environment. So you don't have to change your API. You're simply accelerating your market data delivery now, as rather than part of a consolidated feed, you're really getting it as direct exchange access data. And the embedded technologies like Exigy help us do that.
Okay, very good. Well, that's some interesting technology and ways of kind of expanding the marketplace and getting the technology to other areas of the market. So I appreciate you coming by and talking about that.
We're really excited about it.
Good. So thanks for joining us. My name is Greg Crawford. I'm the editor of Tabb Forum, joined today by Mark Casey, President and CEO of CFN Services.